Hi, I'm Mr. Franny, a senior consultant representative for Mr. Franny Consultant Group. Today, I'd like to take this opportunity to give you guys a little bit of experience or some handy experience about how to prepare for the IMBA program. Because tomorrow is the oral test of NCCU IMBA program. First, usually the question design will be divided into two parts. For the first part, the question will be focused on your personal background. For example, teacher might ask you who you are, where you are, what you do, okay? So they can get a better understanding of who you are. And also they would like to know your motivation. Your motivation, why you would like to apply for NCCU IMBA program. And also your strengths, your reasons, okay, and your advantage, of course, okay. So they would like to know, compared with other students, what's your strengths, what's your opportunity, and what makes you feel qualified to get into IMBA program. Because as you know, there are a lot of competitors, very qualified competitors who like to get into NCCU IMBA program. So you have to think of some reason why you are so unique, why you are different from other students, and this is maybe a good time to refresh or reflect on yourself. What's your strengths or advantage over others? And that's the first part. And also, there's one thing I would like to remind you. Okay, usually a lot of students apply for the INCCU IMBA program for two reasons. First is English skills. Second is to get a better degree. And also, as a professor, think about, imagine if you are a professor, student come over here and say, I want to practice my English. I want to get a better degree. How would you feel? So never ever use these two reasons for to explain why you like to apply for NCCU IMBA program, because you might frustrate the teachers because they have prepared such a good learning environment and platform, and you say you want to come here and to study English or to get a better degree. That's not what they expect. Of course, deep inside your heart, maybe that's one of your reasons who would like to apply. That makes you apply for this program. But you better not say it in public, or you have to change the way a little bit. Okay, so that's the part one. And for the second part is also very challenging. Especially there are some questions about news, question about case study, okay, to test how broad your management knowledge is, and also test how you respond to different dilemmas that caused by environment or bad management. Okay, so for this kind of question preparation, you have to be aware of a lot of news happening at a moment. So I will recommend you go and go to website, check some Business Week or Taipei Times, especially Taipei Times, because Taipei Times is for first English. The language or English used is not as hard as the language used in China Post. So if you feel like preparing, okay, or cram your brain a little bit, so probably Taipei Times is a good idea, okay. And for the second, okay, for the second part of preparation, you probably would like to probably would be a good idea if you go over some news update or some news update about the big companies. Okay, and also the third part. Okay, you might have to be focused a little bit on the policy, the government policy, especially some industry government policies, because the teacher might ask you why you feel about some policy. For example, this year the government is about to apply stock income tax, which is going to influence a lot of IPO or some investors Okay, but is it a good policies? Okay, because while if you arouse a lot of debate, maybe it didn't go through a very a solid and complete negotiation. Okay, and they didn't get people's opinions on that. So I think that's the teacher want to ask you. Okay, as a manager, did you get many different news? Okay, or some management update, so you can work with different challenges every day. Okay, because last year the Nccu Imba program, they have a lot of very interesting news. Okay, which is kind of difficult, especially about government policy. So if you are going to take the oral test tomorrow, so you may have to prepare for that. Okay, so that's kind of a brief introduction of how you have to prepare for the IMBA examination, okay, or the IMBA oral test. So beware of what you said because for one stage of the oral test will be only 7 minutes, which means there will only the only 3 or 4 questions will be asked. So you might you don't want to ruin your oral test, ruin your image or uh, ruin your image. Okay, okay. So you have to be prepared for the presentation and prepared for the oral test. Okay. So I think that's my brief introduction of the oral test, and I hope it will be useful for you and also for your preparation on the IMB oral test. Bye bye. Thank you.